Welcome to Bariatric Business Accelerator, the podcast created for busy weight loss practitioners and their teams who want to systematize, simplify, and accelerate the growth of their new or existing weight loss practice. I'm your host, Karol Clark, and let's talk about something that frustrates just about everybody in this field and just about every person who runs a business, every practice owner. At some point, you may find that you're posting content, maybe you're running ads, maybe you're hosting seminars or webinars, but in reality, the number of new patients who are walking through your door, making inquiries, signing up through your website, coming in for a consultation just isn't where you need or want it to be. And that doesn't necessarily mean that your funnel, where your patients are coming from and converting them into paying patients, is broken. It means that it might just be leaking at different points. So when you identify the leaks, you can actually fix them. And it is something where then your efforts start to pay off. Let's go through 4 of the most common areas of leakage that I see in weight loss practices and how you can sort of patch them up. Let's go through those today. The first leak is losing people at the awareness stage. The diagnosis is your messaging at the awareness stage. It's too perhaps generic or hidden behind a gate too soon, meaning that people have to do something in order to get access to you. For example, weight loss practice that says we can help people lose weight is competing with every diet ad, every gym promotion, every independent person out there who has lost weight and started a program. It just doesn't stand out. There's no way that that's standing out. So how do you fix this part of this particular leak? And the way to fix that is to be crystal clear. So instead of saying that we help people lose weight, say we help busy moms in Northern Virginia lose 30 pounds without surgery using FDA-approved medications and personalized nutrition. That's really specific and relatable. We can make this into lots of different things. I just made that one up. You want to offer ungated content, meaning that it's not too hard for people to get it. So share a blog on the 3 signs you may benefit from GLP-1 medications, or a quick video that you might create on how medical weight loss differs from fad diets, something that people will be interested in viewing. Show up where your patients are searching. So invest a bit in local SEO. Make sure your blogs are SEO optimized. Make sure that you have patient-focused social media and perhaps Google ads for weight loss doctors near me. So you want to make sure that you have all that in place to actually help the patients find you. So the second leak that I see and that you'll find is mid-funnel disconnect. And so how you know that this is the case is that your patients, they found you, but they're not really being nurtured. So think of someone who attended a free webinar on weight loss options beyond surgery, or weight loss options for weight loss surgery, but then you never heard from them again. So it was kind of like crickets out there. They showed up, but then they disappeared. It's a missed opportunity. So what do you do about that? The best way to fix that is to really, and we do this a lot of times, there's so many tools that make it very easy, but set up like a nurturing sequence so that if you have their information, you can actually continue to reach out for them after the webinar. Send an email series, first with a recap, then a success story, a simple tip they can implement right away. You need to stay in touch with them. Especially weight loss patients, the sales journey or the conversion journey can be really long. So if you're not in front of them at the time that they're ready to take action, that's a lost lead. So you also, during this nurturing period, want to share proof, send patient testimonials, before and after photos, of course, with permission from your patients, of someone who lost a certain number of 50 pounds on your program or what it is that you offer. Stay consistent. A weekly tip email or a short video can keep you top of mind until they're ready to act. But you've got to have not only those tips, something that's going to resonate with them, and then also a call to action so they always know how to take the next step. And so that is really important. But some marketing guides have found statistically that weight loss clinics that use segmented email campaigns for medical versus surgical versus the different things you offer see far better engagement and conversion than those that rely on like a one touch. It takes many touches for any sales process, even when you're in a sales process purchasing something. The other leak is conversion friction. So you know this is happening when patients are interested, but they're not really booking consultation. It may happen because your call to action or their next step is very vague, or the process is complicated. You've got so many hoops for them to jump through before they even talk to someone on your team. For example, example, if your call to action is learn more, or your consultation form has 20 fields or a lot of things for people to fill out, they might drop off. So how do you fix that leak? You want to simplify the process. Go through it yourself so you know what's happening. Make your call to action very clear. Book your consultation today. Just 3 clicks. Keep the form short. Their name, their email, their phone number. That's it. And then keep it so they're not going to have a lot of too many things to complete. Highlight the benefits of what you offer instead of listing all the things that they go through: weekly weigh-ins, monthly labs, monthly body composition, all that. The benefits is what you want to be showing them. So you want to let them know how you provide that benefit, and add some urgency. That always helps. We only have 10 spots left this month for new patients starting GLP-1 medication. Make sure that it's real and compelling. And there have been studies through Cardinal digital marketing just as recent as 2024 that found that bariatric services increase their sign-up significantly when their calls to action are clear and tied to a specific next step that they should be taken. Okay, we're to the 4th leak. This is losing momentum. So maybe somebody opts in and then there's just a loss in momentum. The diagnosis is that patients sign up for a consult, but they don't show up, or they attend the consult, they don't start the program. Often it's because your follow-up is too slow or onboarding is unclear. They're not really sure what you're offering, exactly what it's going to cost them, and the next step for them to take. So for example, I know a practice that used to take 48 hours to call new leads. By then, the patient had already booked somewhere else, or they lost motivation. They forgot that they even filled out a form. And to fix that, you want to respond fast. So even recently, the Harvard Business Review showed that businesses are 7 times more likely to qualify a lead if they respond within an hour. So for high value consults, call within minutes. And you can do this automated with a welcome sequence. Thanks for scheduling your consultation. Here's what to expect. Here's a quick checklist so you feel prepared. I often work with practices. I'm going next week to do some videos of like a welcome video that will be sent as soon as somebody is signed up or is scheduled for an appointment. There's so many really fun ways to do that and make it very personalized. You want to reinforce the momentum. Share a short success story video of a patient who lost, however much weight, 80 pounds or whatever, after they started with you. So they can see what's possible. They can actually know that you've helped people get to the result that they're looking for. So you want to make sure of that. Some recent reports also confirm that clinics with clear, structured follow-up retain far more patients than those who leave them hanging and not being sure about the next step. So diagnosing the problem in your funnel is the first step, and then knowing where your funnel is leaking, that will let you know where your funnel is leaking, and then you want to make sure that you then go in and fix those different problems. One of the best ways to do this is to really look at where your leads are coming from. What is your conversion rate from the leads, and how many actually come in for a consultation or respond to your practice, make that call, whatever the next step is for your particular practice. So we want to make sure that you audit that you get monthly statistics, that we are tracking those conversions, meeting with your webmaster if that's who runs any paid ads or whoever runs your social media. We want to be looking at all of that so that you can see where the funnel might be leaking. We want to look at those conversion statistics, are so important. And I've done podcasts before where I talk about why the 10th is my favorite day of the month, is because that's when statistics are due to me for many practices that I work with. That's when they're due in our own practice. So we go through and we dial in and we see where those leads come from, what happened to them, how many converted, is what's the trend, what can we change. We actually sit and do a diagnosis, and then we also do what's the treatment, and we brainstorm in that, put it into action, and monitor it again. It's the way that you can see results. So fixing your funnel doesn't mean tearing everything down, feeling like you have to start from scratch. It means patching the right holes, figuring out where the issues are, just like when you're diagnosing for your patients. So we want to make sure you're doing that. So anyhow, I hope this was helpful. I know it was a lot of information. I've actually written an entire blog on this for the Robart Corporation. We'll put the link to that with this video. But of course, that's much more expansive than what we can do in a short video. So I encourage you to click on that link and read that as well. And I hope that this was helpful. Share it with someone who may need any sort of this assistance, and reach out to me for some of my membership is always a great place to start, and we can work together to help fix some of the leaks.